What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another Hella Handmade Creations video. I have a few of this month's contributions to share for you all. The pre-order is currently going on right now. I do apologize again about being off schedule. I've just had some personal issues going on. I will be back to it before we know it, but the show must go on. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is Art as Nails. This is Beneath Dark Waters, described as a shimmer chrome effect polish with a medium-toned blue to turquoise with a strong pink and purple flash. This one's $13.50 with a cap of 100 bottles, and it's part of their crime fiction series. We have a strong metallic feel on application here. It is quite shifty in person. I think 2 normal or 3 thin coats will work the best. It's very quick to hit opacity, so personally on my wide load nails, I thought 2 coats was enough. BCB Lacquers Bubbline is a warm purple base with pink, gold, orange flakes, purple to blue flakes, and a pink, gold, orange, green multi-chrome magnetic pull. This one's $13.75, capped at 300 bottles, and it's part of her Adventure Time series. Bubbline has a very dense, heavy formula to it. With that said, I'm going to suggest 2 coats. Anything beyond that is going to be overkill, and use a glitter smoother top coat and a glossy top coat together, as this will be a touch textured and thirsty from all that flaky goodness. The magnetic effect, I do agree, is quite a bit more of a true multi-chrome against that dark base. BCB Lacquers Cuticle Oil in the scent Nightosphere. This is a 6 milliliter ginormous pen, and to my nose, I'm instantly getting this soft, very fruity, fresh type of citrus smell to it, with a very obvious clean tonka and white musk at the undertones here. It is wonderful. It's very clean, but again, fruity, clean with a splash of citrus and that musk on the undertones to it. If you're looking for like a clean type of somewhat, I don't want to say it's a gourmand fragrance because it's not very bakery to me, but it does have a touch of sweetness from the tonka and the white musk. It's very pleasant, and it totally gets my stamp of approval. You can stick these all over the place in your purses, your laptop bag, whatever you want. I have these all over the place. This is a fantastic oil. It's lightweight, it's non-greasy, and it is quick to sink into your skin. Bee's Knees Lacquer Protocol 53 is described at first glance looking like a green to purple multi-chrome, but when magnetized, it reveals a deep red base and a green to purple magnetic shimmer. This one's $13.50 with no cap, and it's part of their Fallout series. This one is one of my top picks this month. I swatched it about a month ago, actually, and it just knocked my socks off. I am so impressed with this. It is beautiful when it is magnetized with a horseshoe magnet, but I could see it looking cool with any type of magnetic design, if I'm honest. The magnetic pigment itself is very shifty, and you're going to have this dominant aqua look like what you see on my full hand shot here, with purple over at angles, and then it has that strong type of just, I don't know, it looks like a gemstone when it's in action. So very pretty. It dries down on the touch flat side, so if you use a really glossy top coat, it's going to look like what it looks like on my full hand shot. So lots and lots of movement. It's like that like super 5D type pigment. It is very pretty. I'll suggest 3 light coats and a glossy top coat to plump it up. Chloris de Carol Citrus Bellini is a bright orange base with gold, orange, red shifting shimmer. This one's $13.50, capped at 100, and it's part of her Mocktails series. Citrus Bellini, if you have been looking for that neon orange type color that's more traffic cone, if anything else, I think this one might be up your alley. I think my video is pulling a touch red. I apologize about that, but it is a very bright, distinct orange in person. I think the shimmer is just kind of pulling kind of red on my camera. This is quick to build up to opacity for a jelly. It's on the true jelly side, I should say, for formula. So I'll suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Cracked Polish Restless Wonder is a glowy pink base with green magnetic pigment. This one's $13 with a cap of 400, and it's part of her Down the Indie Rabbit Hole series. Restless Wonder has a fantastic formula to it. It feels like a standard type of feel, not really leaning either which way in terms of how it's applying. Very quick to hit opacity. I think you'll have full coverage, most of you, at 2 coats, but I liked that 3rd plumping coat, so your preference on that. This is really interesting, and I like that the backdrop is that strong pinky type of shimmer you see on my full hand shot there, and then there's that awesome type of green magnetic pigment going on with the magnetized effect. So I think this is another one that's going to look really cool despite any type of magnetic pattern you're using. Cuticula, Everyone Wants to Be Us, is a fuchsia base with a strong red, orange, gold, green shifting shimmer flame. This one's $13.50 with no cap, and it's part of her Books to TV/Movies series. This is one of those fuchsia type of bases. I would almost classify it being a bit of a berry, if you will, against my skin tone. And these are always so flattering, and they're so beautiful and just classic in my opinion. I'm going to suggest 3 light coats to build this one up, plump it up, maximize the shimmer factor. If you're rocking shorties or nubbins, you might be able to get away with 2 normal coats, but I will implore you, go up to 3 thin. This one also has that pretty gold cast at the most extreme angles. Dom brings us La Tomatina. This is a red base with strong gold shimmer. This one's $13.50, capped at $300, and it's part of her Bucket List Destinations series. All right, so if you're curious, I'm actually kind of glad the Cuticula and the Dom are back to back here. They're quite different in person. So we have a gold gilded type of effect going on with La Tomatina. It is very easy to build to opacity. It's very squishy, so I chose to stop at 2 coats and a glossy top coat, and it's good to go. Danglefoot, Bowties or Coal, is a blackened green base with pink, orange, gold, green magnetic and silver holographic flakes. This one's $13.50, capped at $75, and it's part of her TV Doctors series. Bowties or Coal is another stunning magnetic. The magnetics in this video, they are all so pretty. This one is very rich and dense and creamy smooth on application. I thought 2 coats was enough. And again, horseshoe magnet has been my BFF, and it is just chef's kiss on that galaxy looking factor. This will dry down quite flat, so use a good glossy top coat. Emily DeMolly Bullseye is a bright orange yellow crelly base with neon pink glitters. This one's $13 with a cap of 240 bottles, and it's part of her Butterflies and Moths series. All right, Bullseye is creamy, smooth, glitter perfection. It is very cream-like on application. I'm going to suggest going in light on your coats. Build it up at 2 coats and you're good to go. I had no issues fishing glitters out of the bottle. Excellent coverage there. And as you can see, I really didn't even need to do any glitter placement. So again, hats off to Emily DeMolly. I am always impressed with her glitter crellies. You will, however, need a glitter smoothing top coat because this will dry down quite textured. Jen and Berries, tell us about your Beaver, is a seafoam green jelly base with green, blue, and blue-violet shifty iridescent flakes and blue-purple multichrome flakes. Yes, I'm incredibly immature. This is $13.50, capped at 350 bottles, and is part of the Great British Bake Off series. This was one of my favorite recent moments on the show. I cracked up, and then my 12-year-old was like, "What's so funny?" And then I stopped laughing. But anyways, Beaver is an easy crelly formula. I think 2 coats is just enough for it. Anything beyond that is overkill. It's quite plumping in how it builds up. I didn't need a glitter smoother per se, but I will suggest a thicker glossy top coat to plump it up. Lurid Lacquer, Geriatric by Chosen One standards. Same. This is an eggplant purple base with micro holographic flakes, silver light reflective glitter, and large particle aurora shimmer that shifts from red to pink to orange to gold. This one is $14, capped at $500. I'm shocked this one's still in stock, and it's part of her A Court of Tropes and Cliches series. This is like a purple lover's dream, if I dare say, as a non-purple lover myself. This is glorious, it's flattering, and it's ultra sparkly in person, regardless of your lighting situation. It's just jewel-toned perfection. I'm going to suggest 2 coats. It is rich on application, a glitter smoothing top coat, and a glossy top coat. Night Owl, money is just candy that hasn't been born yet. This is a forest green crelly filled with multichrome flakes that shift orange, copper, gold, and microflake shimmer that shifts yellow, green, blue. This one's $13 with no cap, and it's part of her Bob's Burgers series. P.S. I just got Lindsay's newest collection dropping next month. It's so pretty. Money is just candy. Excellent standard type of formula going on here. I thought 2 coats built up perfect on that opacity factor. Interesting in that it's got the bronzy type of cast from the flakes. You will need a thicker glossy top coat to smooth this one out, as it's not textured per se, but it's quite thirsty in how it dries down. Pampered Polishes, Fix It Felix, is a powder blue crelly base with bright blue metallic flakes. This one's $13.50 with no cap, and it's part of her Wreck-It Ralph series. Fix It Felix has a true creamy smooth formula to it. It is very easy to build up to opacity, which no surprise, as we've seen over basically the years I've done Timberland's polishes. I'm going to suggest 2 coats and a glossy top coat, and you're good to go. Penelope Luz has another duo for us this month. This is another one in her Flower Symphony series. This first part of it is Sakura. This is a salmon base with pink to gold shimmer. This one's $13.50 with a cap of $200. If you wanted to get the duo itself is $25.50 with a cap of 200 sets. Sakura is very easy to build up. I'm going to suggest 2 coats. It's a softer type of buildup, and it's quite strong on that shimmer factor. And the other part of the duo is Cherry Blossom. This is a red, pink, gold iridescent microflake finish with a micro gold holographic glitters going throughout it. This one's $13 with a cap of $200 if it's solo. Now, because this is a duo, I chose to show it over Sakura. I recognize it's being a touch subtle, but I do also offer up the Willet Topper segment, which is where you will see it officially toppered over black. This is a fantastic, basically an Aurora pigment type of topper, and it's going to look great over anything. Sassy Sauce Cindereli is a purple base with a larger particle blue shimmer and blue to black shifting UCC flakes. This one's $13.50 with a cap of 350 bottles, and it's part of her Shoes series. This is so pretty. Again, very much like the Lurid. I am not a big purple polish fan, and I know some of you just want to throw tomatoes at me for that, but I don't know. I'm blue and pink over here. But so Cindereli is this gorgeous purple, one of those ones that I think it'll get those of us that kind of side-eye purple and its popularity, get us off of our high horse. This is very pretty, easy to build to opacity. I think 2 coats and a glossy top coat is excellent, and it is just such a flattering color. Victorian Varnish Steampunk Sparkle is a cyan base with large particle blue to aqua shifting shimmer and a host of ghost flakies in pink, blue, purple, peach, gold, and green and pink reflective glitters. This one's $13.50, capped at $300, and it's part of their new Steampunk Unicorns series. This is gloriously sparkly in person. If you like an ultra bling, this one's going to be up your alley. It is very plump on the formula itself, so I'm going to suggest going up to 2 coats, a glitter smoothing top coat, and a glossy top coat, and you're good to go. Again, this is very sparkly. In indoor lighting, that reflective glitter is going to just light up under, say, kitchen lights, and then in sunshine, same thing with all the other shimmers going throughout it. Now, Victorian Varnish is also offering their lavish hand and cuticle cream in the scent Unicorn Fantasy. This is quite gourmand, if I'm honest. It's definitely up my alley in terms of scents that I personally like. This is a lightweight type of cream. I think this is going to be another one that's excellent to use after hand washing and such. And the scent itself to me is quite fruity overall. It's almost like a sponge cake with a ton of juicy fruits all over it. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. If you like gourmand scents, I think this one's going to be up your alley too. I will never get mad at fruity cake types of smells. Like, it's a perfect balance between all of that stuff. I will note that it says that there's hints of cocoa. I'm not really getting that. I'm getting, again, a cake, like a white cake or vanilla cake, if you will. And then there's just beautiful fruits. So if that's your jam, you might want to grab one of these too. And last but not least is Zombie Claw. This is Bikini Blitz, described as a glow-in-the-dark pink base that shifts red to rose orange, and it also glows in the dark white. This one's $13.50, capped at $100, and it's part of her Powerpuff Girls series. Bikini Blitz is what I would describe as being a milky type of base. It's not necessarily sheer. I would not classify it as such, but if you do have a very prominent free edge and you're wanting that softer look, I think you'll achieve at 2 coats, say, that smile line peeking through. 3 coats, I think you'll have decent coverage and it will give you that more true milky effect. And full disclosure, I do charge my glow-in-the-dark polishes with my LED/UV nail lamp to get my photos nice and bright. Just a way to kickstart glow-in-the-dark polishes. And we're going to wrap this up with a quick Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Art as Nails looks really cool over black. It passes the test. BCB is a touch heavy, though I think the only way it would work would be over really dark colors. BKL can do no wrong in my eyes. This one was so pretty, but it is quite tinted, so I don't really think that you could get away with toppering this one. Colorista Carol looks great over black. I think there's a touch of versatility with that one. The Cracked looks awesome over black too. I think you can get a touch creative with this, especially with that nice contrast with the pink and the green shimmer. Cuticula passes the test over black, but I can't see anything else. The same thing with La Tomatina. I don't know, it's just very pigmented. Danglefoot, again, remember how opaque this one was. I can't see anything over black. Emily Damali, I think you're just wasting your time. This is not intended as a topper in any which way. Gin and Berries also passes the test. Shockingly, it is a touch milky though, so just keep that in mind. The Lurid looks really cool over black, but I'm on the fence because it is very opaque in person. The Night Owl looks awesome over black. I think you can get a little creative with matchy-match colors too. Pampered polishes, you're wasting your time. Sakura, I personally didn't care for it over black because it's so milky. It's going to give you that streaky look. Cherry Blossom is a topper, therefore it passes the test with flying colors. The Sassy Sauce is Chef's Kiss over black, but I can't really see anything else working. And the Victorian Varnish, super sparkly. I think this one passes the test as a dense topper. And the Zombie Claw, it is a milky type of finish, so personally I would not topper it. The pre-order is currently live on the site. I'm going to link you all below to Hella Handmade Creations. You can see the site, what you see here. The sale is going to continue until May 21st at 11:59 p.m. Hawaiian time. Again, that link will be in the description box below. If you already shopped and all that good stuff, let me know in the comment section below what you have grabbed. I'm very curious. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.